Hi, it's me again. I'm going to be reading some more Reddit stories off my PC this time. Don't ask me why, I'm just lazy and I want to film a video and still recovering from a car accident, so I might as well pass some time. So in this one, it's from subreddit r/stories. All three of these are. I've only skimmed through the first one, so I'm kind of hoping they're all okay to read out loud. Yeah, so this is r/stories by Shark. I'll try and leave links below if I remember to leave links below. So, I seen a UFO when I was 12, non-fiction. At the time I lived out in the country and the house was an old black road. That was surrounded by fields and a huge hill. My siblings and my mum had always seen strange things while they were hiking the hill, or even at night when they were sitting on the back porch. Multiple times over the years, my mum would call the township or neighbours to inquire about a sighting around the area. Texas? A few people, including my siblings, all believe they saw were not military aircraft or helicopters. The land was known to be inhabited by Native Americans way back in the day. My neighbour even dug up an ancient burial site on the hill. So needless to say, the property was peculiar. Yeah, like ghosties or like aliens, because it's America. Anyways, it was a hot summer night and my best friend and I was outside around dusk catching fireflies. Fun. My mum went on a date with a boyfriend, so my aunt and uncle were watching us girls. We were in the backyard when we both became mesmerised by this aircraft in the field next to my house. It wasn't maybe a football field away and hovering over the ground, probably 5 stories up. How big is a football field? Is that like this small? Is it like this? Or is it like... How big is a football field? Like, I have no idea. Yeah, so we had a 500-year-old oak tree in the backyard, which had a huge canopy. The UFO was wider than a tree's canopy. It's a ferry ride. It was a typical movie-style UFO that was grey, multiple flashing lights around the brim, and completely dead silent. Ooh. I'm not sure how long we stared at it without speaking a word, but it felt like forever. I wasn't scared. In fact, I didn't feel anything. Then it was gone. I'm not sure if it zipped away or if a few seconds were lost in this encounter. When it was gone, we looked at each other in disbelief and ran into the house. I would run into the house too. My aunt and uncle were playing a game together and completely ignored the blubbering about the UFO I'd just seen. I was absolutely freaking out, and they told us that we didn't see anything. My aunt and uncle are some of the most spiritual people I know, and I was shocked by their response. I anxiously waited by the door until my mum came home so I could tell someone who would believe me, which she did. I think about this memory a lot and have belief in extraterrestrial life. I take a lie detector over this story because I know what I saw. That's weird. Like, extremely weird. Like, imagine, like, going around the back of your house, right, and just seeing a UFO. Like, a massive UFO. Ooh. And, like, that would just be weird. I don't believe in aliens, but, like, if I saw something like that, I would be creeped out too, and I was like... Yeah. Yeah, that sounds American. I hope they... I mean, they seem to come out of it okay. They seem to, like, not being harmed by the aliens. So hopefully it is just, like, weird military aircrafts and they're trying to, like, freak people out in the area. I don't know, but that's creepy. Yeah. So, yeah, the next story, r/story still, by Action Man 27. It's called Two of My Closest Friends in Elementary School Just Disappeared One Day. Non-fiction. So, It happened in real life. Yeah. So this is a bit long, so I hope that you can put up with me. This was over 20 years ago now. I still think about it as I haven't got closure from it. I would still think about it too if I didn't get closure from something. Just over 20 years ago, I had these two friends from elementary school, which is like primary school for English people or British people, who I was pretty close with, especially one of them. They were twin brothers. They had immigrated from Europe a couple years prior. Okay. We would spend recess and lunch together and occasionally at each other's houses. I vividly remember one day being over at their house and eating Oreos while the dog sat next to us. Yeah, that's a good memory. Anyway, in the middle of the school year one year, they suddenly a no-show for school. Turns out they were nowhere to be found, and I just lost where I was nowhere to be found. Could not be reached, never returned to school again. Just one day, they and their family weren't there anymore. I remember my teacher telling us about it and began cleaning out the desks. I don't know if they just left and moved back to Europe or what. Weird. When they stopped coming to school, I was devastated. Not too long ago, I mentioned them to my mum, and she said that I was crying for days. I would cry too. I remember one of my primary school friends, like, moving out or going away from school, and I just got a really weird feeling from over there. So, and like, oh, sorry, I just got goosebumps. And just like moving away from school and just being sad about it as well. So I can imagine that. I was just upset because they were close to my friends and I was too young to comprehend what had happened or why they wouldn't be coming anymore. I'm sure they would be equally devastated or upset at having to leave with the close friends and friends behind. Since that point, I've still never heard from them. It's been over 20 years since I've spoken to them and it still feels fresh. I tried finding them on Facebook a few times and even found someone that could have been one of the brothers. Sent a message in case it was them, but never got a response. I still remember them vividly in differing personalities. Recently I found a photo of me and one of the brothers side by side, arms around each other. It made me tear up. I guess that part of me to lack closure and confusion where they went. It was just so sudden and unexplainable. Any other ideas where they would leave so unexpectedly and all that jazz? Yeah, that is so sad. So sad. Like, I'm so sorry that Action Man 27 had to go through that. I mean, I would have cried too. I don't know what to say. That is so sad. There may have been in witness protection or something similar, said one of the comments. That's what my mom said, but I also weren't exacting hiding or being secretive. There has to be in witness protection because the entire identities are changed and they are moved far away from the original place where they entered protection. They still even change their appearance to help them blend in. They can essentially live normally unless a threat is received. And they get picked up again and moved again. Oh, they don't have to be secretive. Oh, okay. He has no last names. They're so sad. So I just keep on hearing weird noises, and I'm probably gonna find a few more videos or stories. At least one. I went outside at 3 AM to find it. I don't want to read this one right now. I don't know why I keep getting creeped out. Oh, my childhood friend escaped from a religion. I don't know why this one appealed to me, but Yeah, Nobody's gonna watch this anyway. So I'm just gonna go Oh. I can see my eyes in a reflection. That's probably why I get freaked out. I hope so anyway. Yeah, it's not loading. Yeah, this is taking forever. I don't really care. Chicken the wings. Shh. What else is there? Some illegal effective ways to get my high school drum major removed from position. What? I, 14 am, currently attending high school in California, and I'm in marching band in the school I attend. For those who don't know, a drum major is someone who conducts a whole band and is seen as a leader. Our drum major, 17 F, is high school senior. Has been hurt in a band. Granted, our marching band has been declining for a while, but she's not making it any better. For example, she's high on marijuana most days she comes to school. Because some people have seen the fence before, and she openly admitted to some people about going to school high on marijuana. Besides the fact it's illegal for minors to purchase California law states verbatim that cannabis is legal in California. You can buy cannabis if you are 18 or older. His recommendation: medical use, 21 or older, adult use. She has also high leadership position. She always has poor conducting skills, but the weed makes her conduct so much slower. Emily messes her up when we practice. Person is also a cancer. She's a very nice person, and not many people like her. Her band director really likes her. They want to try and find a way to get her out of position. The demise of this band has been in its poor leadership. To bring it back, we have to start here. It would be amazing if you could even suggestions to go prove to the band director she's irresponsible and hire and read every day. I really don't really know how to legally prove it. Thank you. I don't really know how to legally prove it either. Like, why is my Reddit? Yeah, Reddit isn't working. I can't really use the comments part. Just kind of, if it's legal to record yourself or record conversation, try and record the conversation. I'll try and get her to like admit that she's high. Maybe, and like get like written statements, go ask other teachers, go ask your parents if they were in band and had to go through something. Just like those kind of stuff. I'll say that. Secondhand smoke. Be me driving in college, 20-year-old. Stop at red light and look over to see two girls my age smoking with windows cracked. Look behind him, a kid in car. Roll down window glass. Hey, do you know there's a kid in that car? Yeah, one shoots back. Why? You're smoking with them in the car. The windows are down, you fuck. Green light. I drive off into the sunset. Okay, that's pretty good. And that old story still isn't coming up. I just had to reset it. Okay. Oh yeah, so, yeah. They're basically saying what I said, so... Yeah, that's cool for the last one. You never know how you might impact someone else's life. When I was in high school, in the late 90s, there was a girl in special ed class. She never spoke or bothered anyone. Every lunch and recess, she always went to the same place and walked in a circle. She had one path, she walked it so much. I did this by Zoe Baz, I'm not even going to pronounce that name, but Zoe. One lunch I walked out and 4 guys were taunting her. Then one pushed her, then another. I yelled at them to knock it off as I headed towards them. One told me to go do something automatically difficult to myself. Oh, something animatically difficult to myself. My already short-lit fuse exploded, and I was on them before they knew what was going on. I got my hands on every one of them. I punched, kicked, slapped my way through a lot of them until I went for it. The girl, maybe 16, 17 years old, and whose name I never just knew, just watched. Now the interesting bit, the girl stopped walking in circles, and from then on would sit quietly where I could see her. She never smoked me, won't know, or anyway indicated what was up, but I knew she was safe if I could see her. I don't let bad people get to her. Oh, that's cute. Maybe I was the first person who ever stood up for her like that. I don't know. I know it was life-altering for me to see, if only briefly, what life must be like for her. To be taunted and abused for reasons she didn't understand by people that should have been kind, or I haven't thought about it in years. Now I have a daughter of my own, and bet this has power to bring tears to my eyes. Bless this dude. Well, I suspected for fighting and he to go and district councillor to determine why I had fought. Seems like beating up one of them would have been okay, but leaving the 4 of them bruised and bloody was too enthusiastic. He decided the problem was I saw right and wrong in black and white, not enough grey in that. I still see something like what happened in black and white, I'm happy to say. To do it over exactly the same thing, yeah. It's black and white, they shouldn't have been like punching someone. Yeah. You're awesome, you looked towards a lucky gal, one in a comment, another one. If more people had your compassion towards others in need, maybe there would be less who would make comments like, maybe she was scared of your temper. And you replied, sad but true. I couldn't possibly know if your appointed mental health professional's diagnosis was correct. Regarding the situation you described, it was a black and white situation. It was. The zero tolerance rules are black and white, yeah. I refuse to teach my boys get a teacher when someone's being physically assaulted. When it's time, and it's go time, it's go time. Sometimes a man needs to do what's right for those who can't do it themselves. True, or anyone really. So I taught them the line in between getting involved and minding your own business. Thank you for doing the right thing. The world is short and people like you. Being a young man working as a janitor was an experience I'll carry with me for life. Stone R/Stories by Tiger 10. I don't know if I've now worked as a janitor cleaning a gym. To be honest with you, I felt a lot of shame over people my age working out and having fun. I was cleaning a 4 locker room in that ridiculous uniform, always noticing people looking at me and making comments. also worked at a janitor in a mall, and I always prayed that no one I knew would pass by and see me. But at the same time, I'm very proud of myself because it makes a lot of courage for a young man to accept a job like that. It does. I'm no longer in that job and I've found another one. I mean, if you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. I mean, you shouldn't have any shame, but yeah, like this first comment here says, you have no reason to be embarrassed for earning a living. Being responsible and paying bills, that's called being an adult. You did great. Who cares what other people think? They aren't your friends or family. They are strangers who have no effect on your self-worth. Feel proud of who you are, always. The world is harsh and unforgiving. Life is too short. Live your best way. Life is the best revenge. By Cat's Mom 63. Oh. Yeah, I accidentally clicked on the profile. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, I accidentally clicked on the wrong profile. Oh well. Most embarrassed I've ever seen a teacher. What is this one? It's by Gil. There was a. This happened when they were a senior in high school. They went to a wrestling meet at the school, more something to do than actually watch. Behind the concession stand was a history teacher, super quirky guy, but everyone loved him. He was a track coach, and his athletes were supposed to help him, but they all bowed, so he was alone. I was the athletic director's aide during a free period of school. I didn't have any class, so I already knew the concession stand in and out. Offered to help and he gladly accepted. Everything was smooth until halftime. There was a large break where the whole gym rushed to the concessions. That type of stuff doesn't put me into a panic, but I definitely did my teacher. We went to overdrive, running all over the place fast, trying to be as fast as possible. After what seemed like 20 minutes of non-stop, people was down to the last two people, who were all coaches. One of them orders a hoogie, so my teacher heats it up real hot, pushes it onto the counter, and without looking at the coach, without paying attention at all, he says, "Make sure to hold it with both hands, it's really hot." It's a moment of defeating silence, shouted by all coaches, bursting into hysterical laughter, every coach except one. I swear to God, the only one person who says to hold it with both hands is the only one in the building that only has one. Oh. My teacher has already turned around to get something else when he heard the laughter. He turned back to sit, and his face went beet red. He was apologizing profusely, and to quote he seemed generally mad. Did too. It didn't seem like a bit wild to my teacher. He just gave him a hard time, and didn't come out of it by the time he walked away. Nothing came of it, but man, I thought, funny face, God. Yeah, that was cool. That's a cool story. And I think I've been filming for far too long. So I'll leave it there. Have a good day. I hope you enjoyed at least some of these stories and didn't get bored by my waffling, and I'll see you soon.